Welcome back to digital class, and now let's look at this plant system, plant parts and function together. So now, as you know, plant system, we'll be focusing on three main parts of the plants, which is the leaves, the stem, and the roots. So first, let's try to look at the leaves. So the leaf, basically, this is how leaves looks like, and you should know. And what happens is inside this leaf, we have something called the chloroplast. And as you know, chloroplast actually contains something that is very important, which is called the chlorophyll. And this chlorophyll in the chloroplast actually helps the plants to trap sunlight to make food. So basically, leaf is part of the contribution to help the plants to make its own food. Okay, important to take note. And what happens is this leaf also have something on the cover is called the stomata. And this stomata basically takes in oxygens and carbon dioxide. Again, takes in oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay? And these plants also release water vapor from this stomata, and the process is just known as transpiration. Okay? So again, stomata helps to take in oxygen, carbon dioxide, and also helps to release water vapor through this stomata. And again, when it's releasing water vapor, it is called transpiration. So just for information, some plants actually store their foods in their leaves, and the good example here is the onion. Okay. Next, we have actually stems, and stems basically is to support the plants to grow higher to reach for sunlight. Again, they need sunlight to make its own food. That's why stem is actually taking the role is supporting the plants to grow higher. Okay. And what happened is there are actually also two different types. They are the one that with strong stem and the one with weak stem. So as you can see here, strong stem, it actually can just support itself to grow. As you can see, it supports itself. But weak stem, it just grow around or support. So if, example, you have a stick here, then it will just like climbing, climbing, and climbing up. Again, because they are going up to get the sunlight to make its own food. And in this stem, it is very important for you to remember it has something called the water carrying tube and the food carrying tube. Again, in PSLE, you don't need to know the name of this carrying tube, but again, you must know the function. This water carrying tube, as the name have suggested, it transport water and mineral salt, and food carrying tube, it transport food basically to the whole plants. Okay. And again, there are some plants that actually store their food in their stem. For example, we have ginger and we have yam, as you can see from the pictures here. And next one, we have these roots. And these roots basically have the function to anchor firmly, the plants firmly into the ground. So that when there's a great wind, when you blow, it will not actually uproot the roots. Okay, so it also helps the plants to absorb water and mineral salts from the soil. So as you know that roots are the first things actually they need to grow to absorb the water. And there are some plants that actually store their food in the roots. And as you can see the example here, we have carrots and we have like sweet potatoes. Okay, these are the two good examples of the plants that store their food in their roots. And that's all for this part. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.